Does your mind ever feel like it never stops, even when jewelry's sitting quietly, trying to rest? The thoughts keep spinning, looping, and racing, one right after the other, like an endless carousel you can't step off. You worry about what happened yesterday, what might happen tomorrow, and all the things you feel you haven't done yet. Even in moments when you're supposed to relax, your mind refuses to give you peace. If this sounds familiar, know this: you are not broken. You are not lazy, weak, or failing. Your mind is simply overwhelmed, overstimulated, and in desperate need of space. And that's exactly why it feels heavy, cluttered, and impossible to quiet. The truth is, our modern world feeds mental chatter, constant notifications, endless responsibilities, emotional baggage we never fully process, and the pressure to always be doing something create a perfect storm for a restless mind. And when the mind never stops, it steals energy, focus, and clarity, leaving you feeling exhausted, anxious, or even lost. But here's the thing: peace isn't about stopping your thoughts completely. You don't need to force your mind into silence or push yourself harder to think clearly. Clarity and calm come from gentle awareness, small pauses, and practices that help your brain process rather than fight what it's carrying. So, take a deep breath with me now and allow yourself to pause for these few minutes. For the next moments, this video is your quiet space. You won't be judged. You won't be rushed. We'll explore ways to understand your racing thoughts, to slow them down, to release what doesn't serve you, and to guide your mind back to calm clarity. This isn't about solving everything at once. It's about creating a space where your thoughts can settle and your mind can finally breathe. By the end, you will feel lighter, more centered, and better equipped to handle the constant chatter of your own mind. Chapter 1. Recognize the pattern of your thoughts when your mind never stops. It's easy to feel trapped in a loop you can't escape. Thoughts repeat themselves over and over. Worries about the future, regrets about the past, unspoken words, tasks left unfinished. These mental loops are exhausting, and yet most of us don't even notice how they form. Awareness is the first step toward freedom. The moment you notice a thought pattern, it loses some of its power. Take a moment and observe your mind without judgment. Notice which thoughts keep returning. Maybe it's a problem you haven't solved, a conversation replaying in your head, or a what-if scenario you can't stop imagining. Don't try to push these thoughts away. Don't try to fight them. Simply notice them. Imagine each thought as a cloud drifting across the sky of your mind. Some clouds are dark and heavy. Some are light and fleeting. You aren't responsible for all of them. You are only responsible for noticing them. This practice may feel strange at first. Your mind will resist, but with patience, you begin to see the patterns clearly. You begin to understand that racing thoughts are not a flaw, they are a signal. They are your mind asking for space, direction, and gentle care. Recognizing these patterns allows you to step back. It allows you to separate yourself from the constant chatter. And once you can see the loops, you can begin the next step, slowing them down. Chapter 2. Slow down through breath and awareness. Once you've noticed the constant flow of thoughts, the next step is to slow them down. One of the most powerful tools you have is your breath. Breath is simple, always present, and free. And yet, when your mind races, your breathing becomes shallow and hurried, feeding the chaos inside your head. By intentionally observing and controlling your breath, you can anchor your mind and create space for calm. Start with a slow, deliberate pattern. Inhale for 4 counts. Hold for 4 counts. And exhale for 6. Feel the air moving in and out. Focus on the rhythm, the rise and fall of your chest. If thoughts intrude, that's okay. Simply notice them and gently return your attention to your breathing. You are not trying to stop your thoughts. You are creating a gentle rhythm that your mind can follow. Awareness complements breath. Notice where tension sits in your body. Are your shoulders tight? Does your head feel heavy? Are your hands clenched? With each exhale, imagine releasing tension. With each inhale, imagine drawing in clarity. This combination of breath and awareness does something remarkable. It slows the mind without forcing it. It signals to your brain that it is safe to pause, that it doesn't need to run constantly. And in this space, even fleeting moments of stillness allow your thoughts to settle and your mind to feel lighter. Chapter 3. Let go of unnecessary mental load. Once your mind begins to slow, you can start to let go of unnecessary mental weight. Often, racing thoughts are fueled not by problems themselves, but by the way we hold on to them. We worry about things we cannot control, relive past mistakes, or endlessly anticipate outcomes that may never happen. These thoughts take up energy, space, and clarity, leaving the mind exhausted. One way to release this weight is to externalize it. Write down the thoughts that keep looping in your head. Don't worry about grammar, structure, or log it. Just let them flow onto paper. Seeing thoughts outside of your mind reduces their power. Imagine them as leaves drifting down a river. You acknowledge their presence, then allow them to float away. You do not need to solve them immediately. You do not need to hold them forever. Another practice is naming the unnecessary thoughts aloud or silently. This thought does not serve me right now. Acknowledge. Don't resist. Each acknowledgement lightens the load. You will notice that when you stop holding on to every thought, your mind can finally breathe. Heavy thinking loses its grip, and clarity begins to emerge. This process is gentle, not forced. It's a quiet, intentional act of release, and with each thought you allow to pass, you create more space for the next step. Focusing on what truly matters. Chapter 4. Single task. Focus for mental clarity. Mental chaos often stems from trying to handle everything at once. When your mind never stops, multitasking only adds fuel to the fire. Trying to solve multiple problems simultaneously scatters attention and prevents clarity. The solution is surprisingly simple. Focus on one thought or one task at a time. Begin by choosing the most immediate, most actionable thought or task. It could be a small decision, a simple task, or a single intention for the next few minutes. Give it your full attention. If your mind wanders, gently return to this single focus. This practice teaches the brain that it doesn't need to handle everything at once. One thought at a time allows understanding and insight to emerge naturally. Visualize this as clearing a table covered in papers. Instead of grabbing everything at once, you pick up one paper, deal with it, and place it aside. Only then do you move to the next. This orderly approach reduces overwhelm, allows your mind to process information fully, and creates a sense of accomplishment and calm. Over time, this habit rewires your thinking. Your brain learns to respect, focus, and clarity. Mental chatter diminishes because your mind is no longer trying to juggle infinite threads simultaneously. Thoughts are organized, prioritized, and manageable. The weight eases, and mental clarity becomes the natural state, not a forced one. Chapter 5. Build daily rituals to quiet the mind. The final step in calming a restless mind is consistency. Clarity is not a single moment of meditation. It is cultivated through small, intentional, daily rituals. These rituals signal to your brain that quiet, focus, and peace are not exceptions. They are choices you make consistently. Start small. Morning journaling for 5 minutes can help unload your thoughts before the day begins. A quiet walk, without devices, allows the mind to process naturally. Limiting screen time before bed gives your brain space to wind down. Even a short pause between tasks creates mental breathing room. The key is repetition, not duration. Small, consistent acts build a foundation of calm that grows stronger over time. Rituals also help prevent mental overload before it begins. By integrating moments of stillness, reflection, and single-task focus into your daily life, the mind becomes accustomed to processing its thoughts without running endlessly. You begin to notice mental clutter sooner, address it gently, and release it before it accumulates into heaviness. Remember, clarity does not come from eliminating thoughts completely. It comes from creating patterns and environments that support focused thinking and gentle release. Each small action compounds, creating a calm mental landscape where your mind can rest, reflect, and act with intention. The restless mind slowly learns to slow down, to trust the process, and to find peace even amidst life's demands. With practice, patience, and awareness, mental chatter becomes manageable, and the stillness you've been seeking becomes accessible anytime you choose. As we come to the end of this video, take a moment to notice how your mind feels. Even a few minutes of awareness, breathing, and gentle focus can create a surprising sense of lightness. Remember, your mind is not broken. It is simply overstimulated, carrying more than it was meant to hold at once. The racing thoughts you experience are not a flaw, they are a signal that your mind is asking for space, care, and intentional attention. Clarity does not come from forcing your thoughts to stop. It comes from observing them, slowing down, letting go of what doesn't serve you, and focusing on what truly matters. By recognizing patterns, releasing unnecessary mental load, and practicing single-task focus, you have begun to reclaim control over your mental space. Small daily rituals will help this clarity grow, making calmness and focus a natural part of your life rather than a fleeting experience. Your mind can breathe again. It can think clearly. It can rest without guilt. Whenever you feel overwhelmed by constant thinking, return to these practices. Pause, breathe, notice, release, and focus. Each moment you do this is a step toward mental freedom, a step toward calm clarity that is always within your reach. Thank you for allowing yourself these minutes of stillness. Carry this sense of calm with you into the rest of your day. And remember, you don't need to silence your mind completely. You just need to create the space for it to settle. With patience and awareness, your thoughts will flow with ease, and your mind will finally feel at peace.